Hey, teacher friend. Welcome to Online Business for Teachers, the podcast for educators who are tired of being tired and wondering if there's more out there. Are you up late Googling online jobs for teachers or how to make extra money from home? Do you dream about starting a business, working from home, or finally getting paid for the resources you've already created without adding more stress to your plate? I'm Monica Lopez, a former teacher who was burnt out, overwhelmed, and secretly searching for a way out. I wanted more time with my kids, the freedom to work from home, and a way to make money doing something I actually enjoyed. That's when I discovered the simplest path, creating and selling my own teacher resources, using the skills I already had. Now, I help teachers like you turn your ideas into income with step-by-step guidance, real talk about finding time to grow your business, and the mindset shifts that help you believe it's actually possible. So close those lesson plans and grab your favorite drink. It is your turn now.
Have you ever sat at your desk just staring out the window and thought, is this really it? Am I really supposed to do this for the next 20 years? Because that was me. Over a decade ago, I had this quiet, nagging feeling that I was meant for more than teaching, but I was scared to admit it even to myself. In this episode, I'm going to share the story of when I first started to leave the classroom, what held me back, what I wish I knew, and why I'm sharing this podcast. Now, if you've ever wondered if it's okay to want something more, this is for you. So, this question, I didn't even feel like I was allowed to ask it. I just had my third son. I was teaching first grade, juggling a newborn, and a classroom full of other people's children. And I remember thinking, I'm doing such a great job taking care of these kids who aren't mine, but I don't feel like I'm being a good mom to my own children. I was exhausted. I was burnt out, pumping in the mornings and during lunch and during my planning period. And at night, I was rushing my boys out the door, barely holding it together throughout the day. And by the time we got home, I had nothing left. I was too tired to make a real dinner. I was falling asleep during bedtime stories. And even though I really loved teaching, in fact, I still do love teaching, it just felt like too much. I started looking for other ways to make money. I tried so many things. I chased shiny business ideas. I tried to find something outside of education that would set me free, but nothing stuck. Nothing worked. Like, I remember telling someone, I just want out of education. I want nothing to do with education because I thought that teaching and education was just hard. I didn't think that there was anything in education that could be easy. I tried. I actually quit teaching 4 times, and I always went back because I really didn't know what else I could do. Even if I was trying different things, I still could not figure them out. Nothing worked except for this year. I'm out and I'm still in, kind of, in a way. So about 3 years ago, I did something that was really small, something that didn't even feel like a big step at the time. I simply uploaded a graphic organizer to Teachers Pay Teachers that I had made for my students. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have anything. I was just like, oh, what if I could share this with other teachers? So I uploaded it to Teachers Pay Teachers, and lo and behold, it sold. I remember I made $12 that month on Teachers Pay Teachers and thought, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And honestly, it wasn't about the money. It was about what it meant, because it was so easy to just share something that I'd created for my own students, and it sold. And I thought, money is easy to make? Like, I was always taught that it was so hard to make money. It was ingrained in me since birth, right? Your parents work hard for money. You had to go to work. You had to work hard to make money because that's what my parents did, right? I knew teaching was hard. We all know that when we're going to college to become a teacher. We know that it's going to be hard. We have this calling to go in there anyway. And I think for me, yes, I've always wanted to be a teacher. I've always wanted to be a teacher since I was little. I remember playing school with my stuffed animals. Teaching has been my life forever. I didn't go into teaching because I knew it was hard. I went into teaching because I love the craft. I love the craft still, but I also knew that making money was hard. So when people told me, it's going to be really hard and they're not going to pay you that much, I was like, okay, I know how to work hard for little money. In order to make money, I had to work hard. That was in my brain, deep, deep in there. So that was it. But anyways, back to my story of the graphic organizer. When I uploaded it, I had a big epiphany and thought, wait, I can make money this easily because it's not about uploading every single thing, right? You upload it and then it sells multiple times. And that's like a big aha moment for me, right? I can sell digital products online and I only have to create them one time. And after that, they're good to go. Whoever wants them at any given time can buy them. And I don't have to do anything else for that one resource. Okay, so that is passive income, right? You wake up in the morning and you check your phone and yeah, your resource sold. And you're like, oh, this is what it feels to make money in your sleep. That was a huge, huge aha moment for me. It was proof that maybe I didn't have to stay stuck in teaching. I can still impact students. I can still help. I can still give back to students, to my community, to teachers, to education, but I don't have to be in the classroom. I was talking to someone the other day and she was like, I want to still make a difference, but I don't want it to be this hard. And that's where I was like, girl, yes, it can be done. You don't have to be in the classroom. You don't have to work for somebody in order to make an impact. That was a big eye opener for me as well, because I had looked into getting my master's degree. I had looked into maybe getting an easier position, and I did. I went through all the grade levels and teaching all the things. And girl, let me just tell you that teaching is going to be hard either way. Anywhere you go, there's always hard. If you're listening to this podcast, you've tried a lot of things too. And you're probably still teaching. It's probably still stressful. It's probably still hard. So I just want to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be hard. That tiny decision to share something that I had already made turned out to be the first open door. Not because it changed everything overnight. Lord, it has not changed everything overnight, let me tell you. $12 a month is not going to pay the mortgage, right? It's just not going to happen. So it didn't change everything overnight, but it gave me the spark of inspiration that I needed. That hope that I needed that there was another way, right? So if you've been feeling that same whisper, I want you to know it's okay to listen to that whisper. It truly is. There is something out there for you. You just haven't found that path yet. So how do you begin to trust that voice that's telling you something needs to change? Well, first of all, you have to become aware of that voice. You have to become aware that you need that change. You see, back then, 15 years ago, I thought running around like a chicken with her head cut off was normal. I thought that's what it was supposed to be like, but because I didn't know any different. I knew work hard. I knew teaching. I knew I loved teaching. So I didn't know I needed to make a change. The first step here is to become aware that you need a change. So whatever is going on in your life, it could be small children like it was for me, or it could be that you're just tired. That's your sign right there. You're just tired. So if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, y'all, you have to listen to that voice. For some teachers, it might be just getting sick a lot, right? So it could be that your body is trying to tell you that there's something going on and that you need to listen. So sometimes you feel it physically and other times you feel it mentally, right? You might be mentally drained. So let's listen to that quiet voice or that consistent physical sign that your body is trying to give you, that your mind is trying to give you. It feels like a little nudge. So the first step here is to become aware of that nudge, of that sign, okay? That's the first sign. But what if you don't know exactly what you want? Like you know you want out, but you don't know what it is that you want, right? How do you even move forward if you don't even know what it is? Well, I'm here to tell you that you really, truly don't ever have that clear path laid out for you. I mean, if you do, more power to you. That's awesome. But for most of us, it's like walking through this labyrinth, right? Like, oh, wait, that wasn't the right path. Let's go back and let's do it this way, right? At least that's what it's been for me. So let's make that feeling of being, I guess, lost be the norm. I know that it's hard. Instead of thinking, oh my gosh, what if I mess up? Oh my gosh, I'm going to fail. Why not just think, oh, what if I do it this way? Your thoughts are still going to be there about failure. But what if you said, oh, it's okay to fail? And you failed, and then you got up. Because you're going to fail a lot. I did. I failed more times than I can count. So where do you even start when the path ahead feels impossible or unclear? Y'all just start. It's a very, very small step. For me, it was uploading a worksheet or a graphic organizer that I created. That's it. That opened my doors to everything else. And I'm not saying that selling on TPT is the only thing that I will ever do, because I have found the magic key that opens that up. What I'm saying is that it has opened so many doors for me, things that I never even thought that I could do. Even starting this podcast, it was opened because I started with uploading a small resource. So the message here, the key takeaway is do it anyway. Don't think that you're supposed to have it all figured out. You don't have to have this really long plan of this is what I'm going to do, and then this, and then this. You can have that, but it's optional, honestly, because you know that it's not going to, that your life is not going to follow the plan that you laid out for it. Opportunities are going to come up and you're going to want to do things differently. So yes, go ahead and make a plan if you want, but the best thing to do is to just get started. Do one little thing, because that one little thing is going to lead you to another little thing and another little thing and another little thing. It's never, oh, wow, now I'm making $1 million. It's always uncertain, honestly. So take that one step and do that one thing. That's it. That's my advice for you today with this podcast episode, is to just do one thing, or do a thing, do something. So if you're still here with me, just know this. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have a 5-step plan. You don't need permission from anyone else. You are allowed to feel what you feel. You are allowed to want what you want and to listen to that quiet voice that's been trying to get your attention. You might not know what the next step is yet, but even wondering and just becoming aware is that step. So let this space be a reminder. You're not just a teacher, you're a whole powerful human being, and you're allowed to want more. That's what this podcast is here for, to hold space for your questions, your dreams, and becoming one brave thought at a time.
Hey, teacher friend, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If this show is helping you dream a little bigger, would you take 30 seconds to leave a quick review? It means the world to me, and it helps more teachers find their way to this podcast. I'll meet you back here next week. Take care and keep dreaming bigger.